Hi guys, welcome back. We are going to talk today about circles. Let me pause this. All right, sorry guys, 2 seconds into filming and I realized my door was still open. So, hey, we're going to talk about circles today. This is a circle, looks like that. This thing, that goes from the center of the circle outwards. It can go in any direction. That's called your radius. If you aren't taking notes at home, you need to be doing that right now. Your notes should look like mine. This thing that goes all the way across is diameter twice, aka twice the radius. Okay, so when we're talking about a circle, when we're talking about any shape, the perimeter of the shape is adding up all the sides, right? If you need a fence for your square garden, you would add up all the sides. If you need a fence for your triangular garden, you would add up all the sides. We say the same thing, the outside, if you need a fence for your round garden, however, you wouldn't call it the perimeter, you would call it the circumference. I always spell this wrong, ference. AKA perimeter, AKA the outside. Okay, so the circumference formula, you're gonna wanna star this guy. This is gonna be a bad boy. You're gonna use this one all the time. It's C equals 2r pi, or pi 2r, whatever. I throw the pi at the end because pi, we know, we use 3.14 to represent pi, but it's much more accurate if you leave things in terms of pi. So we're just gonna leave that pi at the end. Now, circumference, how can you remember this? Cherry is delicious pie. Remember that our diameter is twice the side of the radius. So you see how this is 2r? That's really just your diameter. So how do I remember this? Cherry is delicious pie. That's your circumference. Take the diameter, multiply it by pi. Okay, the area, this is another big one. So the area, when we have an area of a box, we multiply length times width. Area of a triangle, we multiply length, base times height, divided by 2, that kind of thing. The area for a circle is found by doing the radius squared times pi. Usually I should write that as area equals, that would be area equals radius squared times pi. So the formula is A equals radius squared times pi right here. All right, so we're gonna launch into some examples here. Example number 1 says, I gotta move this guy. Okay, example number 1 says, the radius of a circle is 5 centimeters. What is the circumference? Radius equals 5 centimeters. Oh, when we come back up here to units, this is gonna be, circumference is equals units, AKA feet, inches, centimeters, whatever. Units. This is gonna be units squared. So like feet squared or square feet, either way, okay? So we come back down here, radius is 5 centimeters. So A, what is the circumference of the circle? Circumference is delicious pie. Actually, it's cherry is delicious pie. So we know that if the radius is 5, that means the diameter is gonna be 10. This guy's gonna be 10. So this equals 10 pi centimeters. It's right there. 10 pi centimeters. Now you could sit here and you can multiply that by 3.14. I don't want you to. Don't waste your time. This is it. 10 pi is a much more accurate answer than 10 times 3.14, which would be 31.4. That's, we want it in terms of pi. For B, it says, what is the area of the circle? Area equals radius squared times pi. So the area equals, our radius is 5, so 5 squared times pi. So A equals 5 squared is 5 times 5, so that's 25 pi centimeters squared. Centimeters squared, or square centimeters, you could say that. That's fine too. So those are your examples. You don't need to multiply it by 3.14. Okay, so let's do some practice problems on page, it's on page 60 here are your practice problems. Go ahead and do those. Pause the video, do those, come on back. So practice, we have A, remember your practice problems need to go at the top of your homework. A, what is the the radius of a circle? I'll just write it right up here. Radius equals 100 meters. A is, what is the diameter of the circle? Diameter equals, If the radius is 100, diameter, we got to cut that, or we got to double it. So it's going to be 200 meters. B, what is the circumference of the circle? Circumference equals delicious pi. So the circumference equals, and we already know our diameter is 200 pi meters. For C, what is the area of the circle? Area equals radius squared pi. Area equals, our radius is 100, so 100 squared times pi. 100 squared is, a little side work here, 100 times 100 is going to give us 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have area equals 10,000 pi meters squared, because it's our meters are our unit, and that is your answer. That is your answer. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.